Okay, so let's introduce Spark. We talked about MapReduce. And MapReduce is kind of a programming paradigm, but it's also an engine inside of Hadoop, the MapReduce engine. And Apache Spark is a successor to MapReduce. It does very similar things. It's intended to handle distributed computing. If you compare Apache Spark to MapReduce, it's faster, or at least it claims it's faster. It claims to sometimes be up to 100 times faster, and that's certainly true up to an extent because MapReduce writes a lot of stuff into memory, and writing stuff into memory is slow, and Spark avoids doing that when possible. Um, from our point of view, the big difference between MapReduce and Spark, and the reason we like Spark, is language integration, programming languages, of course. So MapReduce was in Java. It was a Java thing. And using MapReduce was not fun. Using MapReduce required specialized Java programming. It was not easy to do. Spark interfaces with Python and also R and some other languages. So you can write Python code that uses Spark. You don't have to use Java. And I'm going to show you here where back in Databricks, I showed you this in the introductory video, and we're in a Databricks notebook. And what do you see here? You see a bunch of Python. This is Python code. It says it right up here. But this is Python code that uses Spark. PySpark is a Spark library. And you see, we use a specialized Spark data set. So this is Python code that uses Spark. And you couldn't do that again. You couldn't do that with MapReduce, or at least not well, because MapReduce is Java based. And now I'm running it, and you see we have 8 tasks. They're all running at once. This is distributed computing. And the goal of this program is to average 200 billion numbers together. And even with distributed computing, this is going to take just a bit. So I am going to pause. Nope, nope, I guess I'm not. Because it finished while I was talking. You see, it's Java code. It's what am I saying? It's Python code, but it used Spark, it did distributed computing, and it got us our answer.